Francisco Mancia. Francisco, would you come forward, please? Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Francisco Mancia. I was fortunate enough to have been selected by the E-Team. I graduated Class 15 this June, and I just want to convey how important and life-changing this training is. Before this program, I worked 8 years in a dead-end job as a delivery driver, which left me feeling stuck and exhausted, but I mustered enough energy to go through this training for the betterment of my future. It taught me how to operate manufacturing machines, read blueprints, do inspections, welding, and much more. It also taught me that there is hope, and all I had to do was show up and put in the work. The results of putting in that work landed me in an aerospace machine shop as a quality inspector / CMM operator, where I have plenty of room for growth and more financial freedom. There are many more people in this district like me out there looking for hope and for an opportunity to succeed. So, Mr. Moulton, these days economists talk about recovery, but lots of our folks are still struggling. What would you do to support the creation of living wage jobs in the 6th District, and would you advocate for additional funding for policies and programs that provide access to job training, English as a second language, and enabling workers to unionize?
What I want to do is help create more success stories like this one right here. Let's give a round of applause. That's it. Because stories like that are not just good for you. When you get more training and you get to get a better job and get a higher wage, that helps your family, it helps the community in which you live. And if we have enough good technical training in this district, it will attract businesses to come here. Because having good schools, having good training, that's what businesses are looking for. That's what can bring innovative manufacturing jobs to the 6th District. That's what can help revitalize the city of Lynn. I've talked a lot about economic development in the district. It's the #1 issue on the minds of voters. I hear about it every single day on the campaign trail. And the example that I use all the time is what we can do right here in Lynn. This city has incredible potential. I mean, we're a 15-minute train ride from downtown Boston, and yet there's acres of disused industrial space and literally vacant land along the waterfront. It's hard to imagine a place in this country that has more potential than the city of Lynn. So even before I've been elected, my team has been working with local leaders, but also some national leaders on how to turn some things around. We've actually been using as a model the Brooklyn Navy Yards development, which is just across the river from Manhattan. It was a disused industrial space that has been turned around and become a magnet for some of the innovative companies that are growing out of Manhattan. Rather than skip over, just like here, we don't want companies to grow from the labs of Cambridge and Boston and skip over to New Hampshire or go out west. Companies from Manhattan have been expanding right into Brooklyn. Well, I think that's a great model for what we can do in Lynn. So there's a few things that we can do from a policy perspective to help make that happen. One, we've got to have more education, especially technical education, like the example that you proposed here. Two, we've got to build local infrastructure. And I've been talking to Senator Tom McGee about the Blue Line project. I ran a high-speed rail project in Texas. You know, it has been 50 years. We've been talking about extending the Blue Line to Lynn. Let's see if we can actually make it happen.
Yeah.
Thank you, Francisco. Our third question will be posed by Ms. Louise Fortune. Louise, if you could come forward.